When Lisa Marie Presley passed away, her estate was flush with cash, a total of $35 million, despite the fact that she had millions of dollars in debt. Want to know more? Then stick with us in this video as we learn more about Lisa Marie's life insurance, as well as the battle between Priscilla Presley and Riley Keough. According to family sources, Lisa Marie purchased 2 life insurance policies, one for $25 million and the other for $10 million. According to them, there may be a third $10 million insurance, but it is unknown if it has lapsed. What's more alarming is that the sources believe Lisa was attempting to cash in the $25 million policy to pay off part of the $4 million in obligations she owed. She was alleged to have notified the insurance company and completed the paperwork to receive a lump payout of only $2 million. Because of a mistake in the paperwork, the policy was never cashed in. According to accounts, Lisa died with a $4 million debt, $2.5 million of which she owed to the IRS. Lisa reportedly burned over $100 million during her adult life. When the loans are paid off, there will be roughly $30 million to disperse, assuming the third policy expired. Lisa's 3 children, Riley Keough and Finley and Harper Lockwood, were named beneficiaries and would get equal sums. Because the twins are minors, the funds will be placed in a trust. This is where a family feud begins to erupt. Lisa established a trust in 2010, naming her mother and her former business manager, Barry Siegel, as trustees, as previously reported. Lisa updated the trust in 2016, removing Priscilla and Siegel as trustees and replacing them with her daughter Riley and son Benjamin. As previously reported, Priscilla filed court documents disputing the amendment's legality. She presumably still wants to be trustee of what is now a fortune. Priscilla claims in court documents acquired by Page 6 that her daughter's signature on the 2016 paperwork appears discordant with her usual and customary signature, and that Lisa Marie's name was even misspelled. She further claimed that the paperwork was never notarized and was not provided to her during Lisa Marie's lifetime, as stipulated in the 2010 trust agreement. Lisa Marie died in January 2023, following a heart arrest. She was 54 years old. She was laid to rest next to her late son, Benjamin, at her late father's estate, Graceland, in a star-studded ceremony. Lisa Marie's complicated financial troubles have also been widely chronicled over the years, with the massive Presley wealth having decreased since her father's death in 1977, leaving her penniless. Lisa Marie, a singer in her own right who released 4 albums, alleged in 2018 that her former business manager spent her whole half of Elvis's $100 million fortune, which she inherited when she was 25. Lisa Marie claimed in court filings that Barry Siegel informed her that her funds were in excellent shape, while reducing her $100 million trust to barely $14,000 in terrible investments. Her mother, Priscilla, was forced to sell her Los Angeles property in 2019 to assist her daughter with her rising debts. Priscilla would never have done this unless she believed it was her daughter's final shot. A source told Radar at the time of the $5.5 million transaction. Lisa Marie, who had 4 marriages throughout her life, faced financial difficulties as divorce expenses piled up. The Daily Mail reported in 2020, just days after she lost her sole son, that she may have to spend roughly $180,000 to divorce 4th husband Michael Lockwood, claiming he was too impoverished to afford his own lawyer. Musician Lockwood stated in court documents that his income had vanished as a result of the coronavirus outbreak, and that his estranged wife should pay his legal bills, in accordance with California statutes requiring fairness in divorce procedures. He claimed that spiraling legal bills had already left him more than $1 million in debt, with royalty payments not totaling even 1/10 or 1/20th of his ex's income. However, due to the complexity of her father's large inheritance, her income may not have been enough to pull her out of these financial webs. Elvis Presley, who was renowned as a generous and free spender while living, left a cash-strapped estate worth roughly $5 million, according to Forbes, but with a mountain of debt. While Priscilla took over management of the Elvis Presley estate following Elvis's death, helping to increase its value to a reported $100 million by turning Graceland into a tourist destination, Lisa Marie became eligible to inherit the money in 1993, when she turned 25, under Elvis's last will and testament. Instead of obtaining the Elvis Presley money, Lisa Marie appointed others to act as trustees over her inheritance, including business manager Barry Siegel as a co-trustee in 2003, to be the primary person in charge of managing the trust assets, as well as her own income under a new trust. According to Forbes, Siegel opted to sell 85% of Lisa Marie's share in EPE in 2005. However, instead of netting the whole $100 million for Lisa Marie's trust, the sale netted only $40 million after taxes, plus $25 million in stock in American Idol's future holding company. Between 2005 and 2015, nearly all of this money had vanished, leaving Lisa Marie heavily in debt. In 2018, she sued her former manager, Barry Siegel, saying he mismanaged her funds, resulting in her $100 million trust being reduced to $14,000 in cash by 2016. The complaint also claimed Presley owed $500,000 on credit cards. According to the lawsuit, Presley began an 11-year voyage to financial catastrophe in 2005. Lisa has been damaged in an amount that has yet to be determined, but is thought to be in excess of $100 million. Her divorce from musician Michael Lockwood in 2021 prompted the complaint. According to TMZ, Presley claimed she was $16 million in debt throughout the divorce process, with the majority of it owing to unpaid taxes. Presley blamed her financial problems on a 2005 agreement to sell an 85% share in the Elvis Presley estate to CKX, an entertainment firm that also owned the American Idol television show. To be fair, Presley did not walk away from the purchase empty-handed. She earned $50 million in stock in CKX, as well as a 15% stake in EPE and the title to Graceland, according to the Associated Press at the time. CKX was later sold for $509 million to Apollo Global Management. However, Presley's suit alleged that Siegel put his own financial interests ahead of hers, stating that he used trust funds to purchase a $9 million English mansion, but put that stake at danger when he couldn't pay for a $6.7 million balloon payment, according to the Memphis Commercial Appeal. Meanwhile, in his own case, Siegel claimed that Presley's financial woes were the result of her own mistakes. The lawsuit claimed she twice squandered her fortune and blamed her spendthrift tendencies. The Memphis Commercial Appeal said that Presley, who was 9 years old when her father died, remained the sole proprietor of Graceland, and her 15% share in EPE is projected to yield a consistent income, given that Elvis Presley is regarded as the number 4 highest-earning dead celebrity in 2022 by Forbes. Last 2022, Presley stated that she made about $104,000 every month from Elvis Enterprises. Lisa Marie stated throughout the lawsuit that by the time Siegel ceased working with her in 2015, the trust had just $14,000 in cash, and she owed hundreds of thousands of dollars in delinquent taxes and other obligations. Matters that involve money is almost always messy. What do you think of the whole situation surrounding Lisa Marie's finances? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.